Hey ladies and gents, Justin Bourque here. I have completed my phase 2 checklist. Not quite as fast as I would have liked, but life happens, and I got through it. One of the main things I learned through this process was I had definitely kind of fallen into a kind of a comfortability in my fitness. I considered myself to be in pretty decent shape and better than most of the guys I work with, but it was definitely a comfort zone thing. As I started kind of training for these specific requirements in this checklist, it was definitely a little bit of a self-check, kind of a wake-up call as to some of the shortfalls in my fitness program, and definitely had to work a lot harder than I have been. That being said, I know I've just kind of barely begun to get back on this train, and kind of hopefully join you guys on the front lines of supporting our veterans. I've always supported our veterans, especially law enforcement, and that's one of obviously the unique things about OEW. As a law enforcement officer, that's a huge thing to me, and I see it day in and day out, and some of the struggles my people are going through. So that's definitely one of the things I love about this organization. Those days that I was out, my 11-year-old soccer practice training, when parents thought I was crazy out there with a gas mask on and humping a sandbag or a pack around the track, I would hear my 11-year-old telling his teammates what I was doing and what I was training for, and I could hear the pride in his voice and the fact that he appreciated what I was doing. And that's kind of the main goal of what I'm doing here, is showing my boys what it's like to put service above self and to sacrifice for others, especially wounded veterans and law enforcement officers. I've got an 11-year-old son and an 11-day-old son, and I strive to make a positive example for them and show them what it is to serve others. And I've given the opportunity to join the MAT. That's one thing that you guys do awesomely, and I couldn't be more excited to continue on this process. Thanks again for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.